Oh no.
I'm sorry.
It begins, the battle between In-N-Out and Whataburger.
Honestly, I've had both, and they're both equally good, I think. No fun here. How could you like things? Get out.
Yep, we established this earlier. You're not allowed to like things.
What DAW? I use FL Studio.
All right. Let's read a couple quick donations. Let's go to the art block. Rex Aura says, now that I've got Tim playing Metroid Fusion blind. Wait, he hasn't played Metroid Fusion. Shit, if I'd known that, it would have gotten him to do that for TRG. I thought for sure he had. Why did I think he hadn't? Either way, now I've gotten Tim to play Metroid Fusion blind. What are the odds of Emil following suit for TRG? Also, do not read this out loud. Oh, message me after the stream and I can help you with that. As for Emil doing it on TRG, it's more linear than Super Metroid is, so he might be down to do it. But I don't know for sure, man. We've been doing a lot of single-player projects lately. We need to focus a bit more on some multiplayer stuff, because some people are getting real antsy about it. But, like, also the single-player ones are fun, so that's kind of why we've been doing them. But, I don't know. Next recording trip, I think we're just going to focus on multiplayer stuff. So we'll see. Now, having said that, there is a pseudo single-player playthrough coming up in a bit. I do say pseudo, and you'll get why when you realize what game it is.
Mario Paint.
Don't tell them.
Shit, sorry.
Docu Derp says, feel free to ignore this if you don't want to answer it, but I recently started streaming and I was just wondering if you had any tips for new streamers. Thanks for being awesome. Stream stuff that you have fun with, because then it's easier for you to like hold a conversation while streaming it, and also just kind of have fun with it. If you're finding it's not fun, then maybe it's not for you. But if you are finding it fun, just keep going with it until just keep having fun with it. Keep trying it out, try different things, and you'll find your niche eventually. But the important thing, and I know how fucking cliche it sounds to say it, but have fun.
This is a present from
This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something you actually have to grind if you want it to actually become a full-time job.
Well, friends, I look forward to meeting you people again.
What about stream hardware? Honestly, this is the thing. You don't really fucking need much stream hardware to get going. You need a microphone, and that's it. You need a microphone. You don't need an XLR mic to start with. You can just get it don't go super cheap on your mic, but also you don't have to go hundreds of dollars. You can just get as cliche as it is, again, Blue Snowballs and Blue Yetis.
Yep, those
pretty good starting mics. And they're USB based, so you don't even need to get a soundboard or anything. You just plug it in and go. You can use OBS, which is free. Then you can just either emulate old games if you want to do retro stuff, or you can just play Steam games. It's not a big deal. The entry bar for streaming is so hilariously low now. That's why so many people stream now, because it is hilariously easy to get into compared to how it was back when I started YouTube and Google Video.
I would say that having at least a decent upload speed is...
Yes, also that. Just make sure you have a couple megs of upload. That will help immensely too for quality. You did Google Video? Yeah, no, that's where all the Something Awful LPers started on, was Google Video. Comparing streaming to doing videos. Yeah, no, also, again, streaming, the bar is so much lower to get into than it was on YouTube. Even with YouTube now, you still need editing software, which, again, you can get good options for free. There's just a bunch of things you can do. Like, the entry for both platforms is so much lower than it was a decade ago. I'm honestly envious. The trade-off, though, is now that the fact that it's harder to get noticed. That's the thing. One of the reasons I feel that I've had so much staying power over the years, like that still have an audience, is because I was there when it was hard to get into in the first place. So people who saw my stuff still knew I was doing stuff. So that's one thing that's helped immensely. Getting a start now is harder to get like a big breakout, but it can still happen. There are still people that just appear out of nowhere and still like can succeed. Luck is an important factor. And with that, how about we go to the art block? I think we didn't show this last stream. I feel like this picture was not on here. I think it just came in at the very end. A work in progress. I asked for additional ideas from the draw pile, and I was asked to draw Cat John based from Tiger Brow's design. So have Assassin Cowgirl Cat John holding a silly bagel gun. Excellent gun. Excellently well done. Thank you, Cupo. She's got a cowboy hat now. Now she's a real assassin. This was also previously on the last stream. This was from Lele, but Lele managed to shade it a bit here, so there you go. This is Rosa John as the Valkyrie from Gauntlet 2 and Jonte as the elf as well. This was the pre-shaded version. Creeping over here. You're my Aniki. So when I saw someone in chat last stream say we need a swordsman John, I thought, why not make John into Sakamoto Ryoma, Kazuma Kiryu's Ishin counterpart? Again, you need to learn that if you ask me to do something, I'm going to do it within reason. Well, there you go. Yeah, hopefully that game gets localized here. I would actually like to try that one out. Next up, a Rosa John redesign. Coming to us from Sakuraba. Okay, where to start on this one? I somehow managed to add not enough effort and too much effort into this one. I'd like to hear what you and the others have to say, but not needed, of course. On to the design! Feel free to skip this because it might go on a bit. The idea for this came from the fact that I wanted to draw someone with a coat hanging on their shoulders. Then that reminded me of Byleth from Fire Emblem 16, and that reminded me of the Professor John duel I did for the SNK streams. Then I heard about the Rosa John redesign thing, and it all spiraled out of my control. I decided to stray a bit from the Professor theme, whether that was achieved or not is up to debate, but wanted to keep Rosalina's elegance with the modern style that this type of fashion has. The stockings have a glitch pattern to keep in the theme. There's stars in a lot of places because it's fitted both with Rosalina and the other inspiration from the aspects, and even her hair is a little bit less combed. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this sweater. I like this star design on the hip there on the bottom of it. I think that's actually a really cool design. I like the bagel Luma pendant. The coat's really nice too, and even the glitch stockings, like they're a bit, in real life I feel like they would be too chaotic to have, but in the drawing I think they're really good. So there's a lot of aspects about this I really like, Sakuraba. I think he did a really good job on this. We should make it and sell it. We'll see. There's a lot of people who want a lot of things when we actually get merch back on the go. But we gotta get the defaults back going before we start going for the crazy stuff. Jump through the nail! Jump through the nail! Pain to dolphin noises. Elmo and Zoe learn about pain. In all seriousness, I'm a long-time watcher via the VODs. You start streaming at about 6 a.m. my time, since I live in Germany, and I genuinely enjoy your content. I don't know how often I'll post, and I usually do digital art, but take a silly doodle that popped into my mind while watching the previous Lightning Round stream. I realized when I yelled that out loud, I'm like, okay, that's a lot darker than I intended. Or maybe it was exactly how I intended. I don't know anymore. But it made me laugh. And then when I saw this picture on Twitter the other day, I was like, oh God. Oh God, I've made them learn about death. I don't think they were ready for that. Speaking of death, to pick up the caterpillar, jump with the Wii remote. Oh God, why did you do that? Why? Little shit didn't give me the D. I have seen your videos for a while, although technically your VODs. Out of all things I wanted to make for you, this was one of them. Though, this took at least several hours without stopping because I wanted to create this so bad. Perhaps one day I may support you officially by subbing, though financial problems are a bitch, so heads up. You don't have the sub if you don't have money. Please take care of yourself before you worry about my ass. But thank you regardless, I appreciate the sentiment. Anyways, I have other plans for other moments I love from the zoo game, plus I realized the usefulness of different sizes of pencils when you want to creep the fuck out of someone. I never did wonder why Elmo was regarded as evil by most. Yeah, I think you got the evil Elmo across really good on here, G the guy. Like this is solid work. I especially like the bleeding on the word bubble too. I think that's real solid. Your ass, it's already plump enough. Is this the part where I say bigger again? Because really, I think I don't even need to at this point. I feel like I just need to have like one of those like buttons you press where you just do this and it just says, but bigger. All right, next up, Kinki Ray, made in Florida. Well, I'm a true Florida man now. Okay, which one of you goobers angered a witch and got us all cursed? Probably me. It was probably me. Let's be real. Next up, from Type Omicron. Oh, didn't like that, did you? It didn't get chosen, but I've drawn Rosa John as Mithra, or is it Mithra, from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because I've lost control of my life. P.S. I've just now noticed a mistake on the sword. P.P.S. This is actually the second time I've drawn Xenoblade clothes, and I'm pretty sure part of my soul has been destroyed because of it. Yeah, Xenoblade clothes is not clothes. They're designs. They're intricate designs that masquerade as clothing. Oh, Mithra was correct? Nice. But either way, yeah, no, this is a kick-ass picture, Omicron. Or Omicron, rather. Thank you so much for this. I like how you said on Twitter, too, like, good news, I'm back to drawing again. Bad news is Proton John's tits. I still fail to see the problem with this. Thank you, Omicron. Morag's clothes seemed like clothes, though. That's true. There are some that have normal clothing. Everyone else has the concept of clothing. Can't make it into the afternoon stream, but I heard you like heavy arms, so I figured I'd post this collection I had of him. That's a nice collection. This guy, this one here, I'm pretty sure that's the model kit I had as a kid. It looks just like it, but this is actually painted. So this is one of the ones I put together as a kid. And I think this is the one I have in box over there now that I can work on. Okay, now this I saw earlier. This is also really cool from Greased. I was exploring the hobby shop I used to frequent and came across this bad boy, Vile's Chimera Ride Armor. There are 3 obstacles in the way of my purchase of this, though. It's $40 US, plus paints because I want to make it look nice. Vile is sold separately, and despite having 3 kits of the suit, they didn't have a single kit of Vile himself. I could substitute one of my smaller Gundams, but I need to know the dimensions of the seat first, which I can't do without buying it.
If you don't want that, I'll buy it, because that looks really cool.
But yeah, no, I didn't even know they made the ride armor. Actually, no, wait, no, didn't Rosie show off her? I think she had it. Because she had an Nendoroid X. No, that's X's ride armor. That's the X3 ride armor, never mind. But yeah, no, this looks cool. I think you should definitely get it. If you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then don't worry about it. But it looks cool. That's a premium version of the heavy arms. It has more missiles and tank treads. Ah, cool. Next up, So Fucking Metal, sliding down the slide, the secret slide. 12 years ago today, one Jonathan Wheeler embarked on a journey of metal sliding, unexpected Kaizo, sick jams, and of course, Deathwater. That's right, today marks the 12th anniversary of John's Wacky World LP. I actually drew this around the time of my Buta drawing, but I'd waited until today to post it because I wanted to wait until the actual anniversary. God, it's been 12 fucking years. Oh my god.
Deathwater.
Oh my god. One of the few YouTube jokes I'm actually not sick of. But man, it's weird thinking about how long ago I started doing this stuff online. This is why I'm so confused that people still watch my stuff. Even when I had that streak of time where people kept getting my name confused with like Pro Jared and JonTron when people were angry at them, and thus by proxy they got angry at me, still around, which confuses the hell out of me sometimes. We'll probably change that. I don't know how I feel about that statement. Next up. Since I cleared Senran Kagura Peach Ball a few days ago and I only partially regret it, I decided to base my first solo adventure as a member of the Boo Boo Voodoo Avengers around it. Tiger Brow's Cat John has gotten a hold of Haruka's Beast Potion and has recruited our old long-neck friend Jody Summer to her team. With the other Avengers occupied and no pinball machine in sight, can Negative the Hedgehog defeat the Feral Duel by himself? Well, you guys have to find out because I got inspired to do a 3-part comic around this after I finish this. Nice. John, your career will be a teenager next year. I'm not teaching... Well, I guess I don't have to worry about them driving if they're 13. I remember your website. I used to surf around the forum. Oh my god. It was someone else who was on the website. It's been so long. God. Good times. Some people legitimately thought I was dead because of that stupid website. Oh, thanks, Dan. Not Dan the Enigma, my old roommate, Dan. You might have to give your career the talk, though. All right, careers. So let me teach you about the birds and bees. I don't want to explain this. Can another me explain this? And every other me is like, no. It's just like 30 different me's being like, yeah, we're not having this discussion. We're leaving now. Why'd you call us here for this house meeting? So I really want to talk about a small hobby I have for some time now, and I think that this is the perfect opportunity. I often like to fold together origami birds, not quite cranes, and modify them a bit. After doing about 20 to 30 minutes, or about 20 to 30, I put a string around them and hang them up when I'm going for a walk in the city, so that people can spot them and take them home if they want. Oh, that's neat! This stream, I want to do something special. This is the starting point of the stream. I want to see how many I can make until the stream is over. See you then. Also, to make this Mega Man related, there was apparently one singular strip in the Archie comics, the Short Circuits comics, that introduced Origami Man, who could, well, do nothing but form into origami. You could see why he was scrapped. Also, I should like to point out, Mystical Crafter here is the person that did the jazz piano remix of Initialize that we played at the beginning of the stream today.
So good.
To be fair, Pon would probably try to explain it, but everyone would rush in to duct tape her mouth shut. Okay, fair point. The succubus would probably be the first to jump on to doing that, and we would have to stop her. That is a very valid point. Neon. Also, this isn't stream related, but the Jet Set Sona trend in the Jet Set radio community started yesterday, and I decided to throw my proverbial hat in the ring. Neat. I like the concept of that one. Very nice. Thank you, Spaz. Bad Pon. Oh God. Buffton, I think you're next. You have no neck. You have negative neck, and you also have like no chin. Buffton John's going to be taking a break today, so he's reading the instructions for his model kits before the stream. Unfortunately, the instructions don't explain how to handle the kits when you're this buff. Maybe you should get a book on it. That's when you got to use tweezers. Hey John, I was curious what kind of video game models and figurines you have. What's your biggest one and your favorite one? Any ridiculous or comedic ones? The biggest one I have, well, they're not model kits. Figurines. I have like the Devil May Cry 3 and 4 figure, or I guess statue collection. So I have like Virgil and Dante from 3, and I have Nero and Dante from 4. So those are really cool. I've had those for years. Model kits wise, I only have a couple. I don't have any from my childhood. I just have the sets that I've been working on, which are the Mega Man ones. But what if you're too buff for tweezers? Then get buff for tweezers. Mystical Crafter says they're at 10 Origami Birds currently. My favorite Lego build from that Gamer Mooney build that Gamer Mooney bought me for Christmas a few years ago. It took me the better part of a week to free time to build it. Made a few adjustments to make it a bit more fun by making it able to lift heavier items. Oh my god. Did you increase the... Oh my god. You increased the lifting power on it. You crazy man. That's still cool though, Tomoyo. Thank you. Hey, someone else is working on a model kit too. So I was hoping that next time you streamed model building, I would have a full build to show, but that build was shown when you streamed the Gundam game a little while ago. So all I can show is a work in progress, which is as little as it is because I only build on Sundays for about 3 hours to avoid eye fatigue and soreness of fingers. Anyways, head and chest of the Master Grade Death Scythe Hell Endless Waltz version. Fun fact, I dropped one of these little gray circles on the chest on the carpeted floor and spent like half an hour looking for it, which is not fun, so it's just a fact. Yeah, I think that might be actually why I'm okay with the cutting board here being sticky, because that means that they're not going to bounce away very far. Because I definitely thought we lost the thumb at one point. From Shadow Zero, we got a Endless Waltz Wing Zero. This real grade Wing Zero Gundam, about the size as a can of Sunkist, but anyways, about the Gundam Versus thing I asked last week. There's no spectator mode, but there is replay save, so do with that info what you will. I'll think about it. Now, this was a picture that I told about that Winter put up, that we said was like, cut in line a little close, but it had across here, I think it said something like, happy birthday, Pon Pon. So yes, here we go, this was the picture. So yeah, I have seen much farther than this, just to clarify, and Winter didn't do it, so don't worry, Winter, you're fine. From Icy. So we'll see if this continues a trend, but I joked earlier in the pack that this was my application to join the Boo Boo Voodoo Avengers, so I made a superhero outfit for myself and even gave myself a code name. Have no fear, for the mighty Dora Blast is here. May he use his durability and strength to defend the Joniverse. Nice suit. I like the little flame on there too. Nice. Oh, and we got some more model kits here from. Oh my God, that's a lot. Oh my God, that is so many. Here's a much larger amount of my collection for reference. I referenced to this as very small. Oh yeah, because you posted the other picture before. I forgot about that. So this is a mix of Gundam model kits, Lego, Bionicle, and various figures. Sorry about the mess. Was in the process on my days off of rearranging the shelves. I feel bad for that one poor shelf over here. That one's buckling. What do you have on there that's even like that heavy? Nothing there. I probably had something heavier on there before, and that's why. Oh yeah, no, this is some cool stuff, dude. This looks awesome as a time. I was thinking about uploading a picture of what my storage section looks like, but unless people actually want to see it, I'll refrain from it as I feel like it'd be bragging showing off. That's your call on that one. This is 14 years of collecting. Don't fall down this rabbit hole. Is this the point where I point literally around my room at all the bookshelves I have? Because too late for me. Too late for me. All right, from W. Here's another attempt at a bigger emote. I know this is very simplistic, but hopefully I'm on a good track for an actual bigger emote. Do you have any suggestions in general that could work, and how's the lore emote? Also, you said Year of the Chub, but you also said Year of the Butts in some streams before. Lastly, does that mean that Massey is an alt John and Ella? I mean, people say that the voice changer I have makes me sound like Massey, so I feel like that was just like art imitating life at that point. I guess life imitating art either way. It just worked out perfectly. And with that, let's get back to it.
Thumb time.
Poor Zero needs a head. He's not having a great time without a head. So we should probably fix that. All right, we're on step 19. Let's build a helmet. So is this how Zero got fixed in X2? Yeah, like when he exploded, he landed into one of these sheets. Conveniently, all his parts just kind of like got preserved. God, these things do make the cutting so much faster. I'm sorry for sassing everyone last time. You were all right.
We did it, chat.
People are really nice here. I mean, we can be assholes if you want us to, but we don't usually see a point in it. Might have another CoCom joining us here in a minute.
Nice.
What you building?
Building a Megan Man.
Cool.
Cool. What about you? What are you building?
My self-esteem.
Aww.
Oh.
That was wholesome. I liked it.
Look, you put me on the spot, so I was like, shit. What do I come up with?
Gotta work on that improv. sorry, Megan, to make you unnerved. Don't worry.
Megan.
I've been saying Megan Man for years. Although I'm learning, I probably haven't been saying it that much on stream, since people were confused the last time I did it. Super fighting robot. Megan. Megan.
How is Megan doing? Hope she's well.
They're chilling out here. They're having a good time, I guess. I hope.
I
This is just a low-key afternoon stream.
Listen, shoutouts to all the Megans in the chat right now. You're the real MVPs. You know, Megan, valuable person, is what that stands for.
I thought you were referencing the box art snafu. No, I don't know why I just say Megan for Mega Man sometimes.
Well, I know that because of Patty's old classy readings of terrible fan fiction.
Yeah,
where,
honestly, it's probably because of something like that.
Because he did, it was Megan Man, was one of the ones he did. Those were really good.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was related to that in some way. Alright, what's the other thing I need? E1. Where is part E?
It's located next to part D, is usually where they put it, I think.
There we go, found it. Heard of Bacon Man? Why does that name sound familiar? And it's not just because it's the concept of bacon.
I've never heard of it.
There we go. And this one's done.
Nice.
That explains why Zero has the metal thong. Wait, no. I always did find it weird how the farther along the Mega Man design's gone, the more it seemed like they were just trying to highlight the underwear that they're basically wearing.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed that.
Like, is it the Teppen design for Mega Man X that just looks like he's just wearing just like a diaper? I'm trying to remember what version of X has official art that just makes the underwear, like the waist part, just look massive.
I'm looking that up right now because I don't know anything about Teppen other than it's.
Teppen apparently is good. I've heard good things.
Yeah, that's what I hear. The art's good.
And they recently got Johnny Young Bosch to reprise his role as Zero, so now he's done the "What Am I Fighting For" scene.
I think he's been Zero since I want to say probably Marvel 3. Sounds right.
Yeah, Marvel 3 is when he started doing it, but for Teppen, like straight up, they had him record the "What Am I Fighting For" line. And
he said it was Zero specifically, right?
Yeah. Oh, the underwear thing I was talking about X, but yeah, like Johnny and Bosch.
Oh, it's X. Okay.
Zero.
Well,
His design for Teppen, I remember being really weird. It had like a halo and everything, so it was basically Model X from like.
You mean this?
Mega Man,
right?
That's weird. It didn't fill in the. Oh, there we go.
There goes.
Yes, that's the one.
He's got like a thong on.
This is the official artwork. This is the official artwork for X in Teppen. He has the halo that he gets from Mega Man Zero, and he has the they really changed the shape of the The hips.
Doesn't it look like he's wearing like booty shorts and then he's got like a thong on top of that?
Yeah, it really does. But here, I did it again. I hit the straw button again. I'm gonna show that Johnny. I want you to hear that Johnny Young Bosh. What am I fighting for those who haven't heard it? Because it's real good.
It is.
I think I retweeted it last night, so it should be still pretty high up on my Twitter feed. Naga, Foo Fighters. There it is. Here, just listen to this.
Bitter conclusion.
What am I fighting for?
Bitter conclusion.
It's a strong yell.
Bitter conclusion.
What am I fighting for?
There we go. It's looping. It's just a really short clip, but that's in Teppen, so the mobile card game.
It seems like they have a lot of fun making Teppen though, which I think is pretty important.
Like I said, I've heard the game is pretty good. I'm just happy that Dante was one of the characters they put in, and Morgan.
Oh yeah.
Dante and Morgan are two of my favorite Capcom characters.
Did you know today is DMC3 day because they finally released it on the Switch, and it's got a new feature where you could switch styles on the fly that I believe was in 4 and 5?
Yeah, 4 and 5 is when they started doing that.
Yes.
Nope. And Wesker. Touche, Jumney. Got me there. I totally forgot about Wesker for a second there.
Yeah, they only put in Wesker, none of the other characters.
Well, Wesker's also in Teppen, actually, isn't he? He's also one of the playable characters.
No, I believe it. I was gonna say, like, the fact that, yeah, only Wesker is the one of note from Resident Evil. They probably actually put in Mr. X knowing all the love for him. There's co-op Bloody Palace 2 now? Yo, that's awesome. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that was the third thing they announced. They announced the style swapping, they announced Bloody Palace co-op, and what was the other thing they added in that was really cool?
Pizza?
Yes, pizza, that's it. If you buy the game, it just gives you a pizza.
You know, I was watching the live-action cutscenes for DMC5 today. There's a scene where they're eating pizza, but I guess they couldn't get a real pizza for the live-action cutscene, so it's just a cardboard slice of pizza, and I'm just like, man, come on.
That's pretty funny, actually.
God, those live-action cutscenes are really good. People didn't believe me that these were real, and I was like, oh, they're real.
Yeah, if you buy the deluxe edition, you get live-action cutscenes. There we go, that's how that goes in. Alright, we've got his neck. And now we put on the top of the helmet. Once I figure out how this helmet fits on. There we go. Looks just like it. Perfect. It's literally so hard to see because of the light source I have here. Oops. Oh, it's got the good loud crunch when you put it together, too. Alright, let's build the rest of the helmet. Part 20. A7 and G1. I played the whole game of Devil May Cry 5 with the live-action cutscene, so I have no idea what the regular ones look like.
Probably for the best.
Those apparently like spoil things if you watch too much of them, from what I've heard. So
they're pretty good. Like
I still need to sit down and actually beat that
if you
game.
play the game. Yeah, I beat it the other day. Finally, I streamed a bit of that and then stopped because of all the music being so.
Oh yeah, no. Capcom soundtracks always trip like YouTube VOD muting. It's annoying, or YouTube copyright claims rather. Resident Evil 5, our playthrough of that is so riddled with copyright claims.
I can believe it. Yeah, specifically Devil Trigger, which plays through like 60% of the game. Something like that. So, yeah, basically anytime you get into combat as Nero was playing, and I was like, you know, maybe I don't need to stream all of this. I'll play it on my own.
You can turn off that song. Like you can, if you have the DLC, you can pick the song you listen to.
You really think I'm just gonna not listen to Devil Trigger?
No, but I'm just saying the option's there. Uh-oh, I think I'm getting another visit from Bagel. Am I
played it on my own.
A second visit by Bagel, man. I'm blessed today. Hi, buddy.
I like 5 though. It was really good. I'm glad I played it. I think my only issue is the designs of the areas were not the most interesting to me compared to some of the other games, but it actually plays really well, so that's what matters.
So I take it the recording went well if you're back down with Bagel. Oh, Bagel wanted to come down and visit me. That's... Bagel, have a nap, buddy. Don't be a cranky boy. Bagel and I tend to nap together, so I think that's why he's acting cranky right now.
You mean like the other day?
Yeah. We pass out on the couch together, in the living room together. Why did we name him Bagel? We named him Bagel because when he curls up, he looks like a bagel.
He does.
Now, we also thought that name fit better than his old name of Chip. Hello, human. I've come to judge you. I don't know. We still got a ways to go, but we're at the part where like almost all the pieces we're putting together are big and quick, so... Why, what's up? Okay.
Bagel chips do exist. There's also recently I've been seeing here in New York, they have flagels. You ever see a flagel?
What's a flagel?
I think they're like flat bagels.
I was gonna say, that sounds like something from like Fraggle Rock.
It's a real thing.
I don't believe you. Still there, Pop?
I was muted. Oops.
I was wondering why you were
That's
so
why
quiet.
I asked. I'm like, he's been quiet for a while.
Oh, man. Hi. I know how microphones work.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, Popsky's like the #1 bagel fan here. He loves talking about bagels. Weird.
He was too engrossed in his own music.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I could believe it.
Nice save. Nice save. Good luck
I said a
escaping
couple
from
things,
Bagel.
but I don't remember what I said. Me smart.
Proud of you.
By
Proud of
saying
you.
many word when few word do trick.
I was so out of the loop, I didn't even know you and Reese were married. Wow. We've been married
3
for...
years.
No, not 3 years. A year and a half. We got married September 28th, 2018. 92818. Half of 3 years. God damn it. Bagel, stay down here and nap. Stop bugging Mom.
Oh, yeah. I also linked a tweet that The Rock might be in the sequel for some...
Who's he gonna be? Big the Cat?
No, Knuckles. For sure.
Okay.
Better be... No,
but
I
hear me
wanted
out.
to be Big the Cat.
Hear me out. Big the Cat. The Rock.
Yeah. But...
Remember that time The Rock was on Star Trek?
What?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
No, I actually don't know this one.
Is it Voyager? It's either Voyager or Deep Space. Voyager, yep.
I watched Voyager. How did I not see that?
Oh, yeah.
He was the Pendari champion in the Star Trek Voyager 6th season episode Sunkatse.
He fought 7 in, like, that arena battle thing.
I literally do not remember this, and I loved Voyager. Did you link a picture of it?
No, but I can. Hold on.
Yeah, do that for me, please, if you don't mind.
There's
want
a
a
clip.
video
We don't want
of
to
it, I
show,
have it.
we don't wanna show the clip. Just
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's very clearly him. Well, I clearly can't. I can't show the video, but I can show this.
Right.
Yeah, no, there's no denying that is Rock. That is very young, The Rock.
He doesn't even have a name. He's just the Pandari champion.
Well, because it was a play on People's Champion, I'm pretty sure.
I can see that.
Amazing. Alright, I think I almost got this damn excess plastic out. Maybe I should use the sandpaper on this one. Alright, let's put this on.
Nice. So did you have to put the hair together, or is it all just kind of?
I have to put the hair together as well, yeah.
That's weird, but I can understand that. It is model building. It's part of the experience.
Okay, this is gonna be a nice loud snap when I do this.
Something I noticed
Let's get
while
this
I
in
was
front of the mic so you can hear it.
while I was working on the VODs the other day. Did you notice for Joy Mech Fight, the title screen is actually just the model kit piece holder,
Yeah, I thought that was a nice
which is
touch.
pretty cool.
Ooh, this doesn't want to slide in correctly. Uh-oh. Come on.
That's something I think most people might miss, but it's a small detail that's really good.
There we go. It's a good, solid snapping sound.
So who would play Tails in the sequel?
Me. I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I volunteer.
You'll take the hit?
Nice.
There we go. Now it looks a bit more like
Hello,
Zero's
I am
helmet.
Tails.
Hello,
Sounds
it's
just
me,
like him.
Tails. Beep boop. Sonic, save me. Alright, let's put in Zero's crystal. If I can free it from the packaging.
Oh, I see someone brought up the Metroid Prime Mega Man X series that almost happened. Yo, that series looked really good. I wish it happened. It was Retro Studios, was it, right?
Former Retro Studios guys, the ones who did Arkham Origins Blackgate.
Mhm.
And they went on to do Recore.
It was pretty cool. You had like he had a gun in his hand. I don't think he had like the actual gun arm in the like brief trailer they had, and it was him going around. You would shoot people, get their powers, and move on. Sadly, that's kind of all we know about the game.
When was that?
Whenever Metroid Prime was, so probably like 2004.
Oh man.
I'm just guessing. I mean, when you think about it, really, Samus and Mega Man, in terms of designs, are very similar characters. They're
It was
like
more recent than
armored-
that, because the armor for Mega Man X,
Was
the
it
design
really?
they did was the artist who did Iron Man,
oh,
the Marvel movie Iron Man.
I figured as much. Damn, that's a big deal. 2008 was the teaser. Damn.
Yep, that sounds about
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, they're pretty similar characters. I mean, they both have the arm cannon, and they're both pretty much armored.
All right. Ow! Fuck that. The
Cut
back of
yourself?
his helmet is actually sharp. And there we go. We got ourselves a crystal on there now.
Every time this song plays, your chat just erupts in moon.
Well, because the moon's a good song.
It really is. They even put it in the TV show.
They did. And I was gonna put the words to that in this one, but I decided against it.
Probably a good idea.
Let me tell you, I was so hyped when I was watching that show and I got to that episode and saw that. I was like, yo.
Uh-oh, guys, we have to make a decision now about this. Oh, no. It's time to decide which face Zero is getting.
You're not gonna pull this, are you?
I'm not gonna
Do
pull
it.
this.
Oh.
Hang on, we'll see. These are our face options here. I'll put them up in camera in a bit.
See, I never liked that they give you multiple faces, because then it's like, what do I do with the rest of the faces?
And
Just
here
throw
are
them out
all
if I wanna change
here are
them.
all the eyes I get to choose from as well. All 6 of these. I'm covering the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. All 6 of these.
So basically, do you want him open-mouthed or not? And then what are the eyes?
The eyes all look the same to me.
Yeah, just pick whatever. It's not gonna matter. The face matters more than the eyes.
So yeah, the options basically are open mouth and closed mouth. It's comedy and tragedy. I'm seeing way more closed mouth than open mouth. I can't imagine why.
What if you just give him like an ooh face?
I mean, to be fair, I can just put eyes in both of them and show you how they look.
I think that's the best option.
And it's so hard to tell the difference between the 3 eye parts. They literally look... They literally look the same.
I think they're looking in different directions, judging by the...
That is actually what it is.
Hmm.
Alright, let me open these up.
What do you do with the extra?
Just hang on to them, I guess.
Keep them in case anyone loses an eye. Or 2.
Here's how it looks with the eyes in.
Might want to focus that a little bit.
Yeah, I got it.
Not
Don't worry.
bad.
Don't worry. Yeah, it looks like one is looking to the left, one is looking dead on, and one's looking to the right. Those are the 3 differences.
I would say maybe looking to the left or right.
If you put them next to a different model, have a little bit of a theme going.
Alright, here's a better idea. What if we throw out all the eyes and we just put on googly eyes on top of them?
Easy.
Done and done. And by comparison, here is the other face looking to the right. The open mouth really doesn't look fitting with him looking happy.
It really doesn't. I would say go with what you have in the left already. I think it looks really good with those eyes.
We're gonna stick with him looking to the left. I was actually gonna have him, or I guess his right. I was gonna have him like looking dead on. I figured would be more fitting.
And chat was saying a lot of left or right.
Is my mic cutting out?
No, you seem fine.
No?
Oh, okay. Somebody in chat said my mic was cutting out, so...
All right, so we want to keep the eyes we got now. All right, let's go with that then.
Well, you're the one who also has to look at it forever, so...
That's a good point.
I mean, which one do you want to look at the most?
I'm gonna look at the dead on. I'm gonna look at the dead on one.
Look, let me put it this way. If you put it dead on, you could have a staring contest with him. You're not gonna win because he doesn't blink, but you can.
Just gotta slide his eyes back into place here. Which one is Bagel least likely to feel challenged by for derp potential? Actually, I kind of like how this one looks dead on, actually.
Then go for it.
I think that looks a lot better, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the one we'll go for. Sorry, eyes looking to the left. You're going back in the bag.
Guessing that other hand is for...
I'm pretty sure it's for holding the Z-Saber.
Are you gonna have him holding the saber? Or?
Oh, of course.
Hell yeah.
A1 and A3. There we go. This one's done now. Cut a little too close on some of these. This is the part where all the fine sanding and the fine cutting is gonna get annoying. Gonna be doing the hair and the Z-Saber is gonna be annoying too.
When I used to do crafts work back in the day, I don't miss all the time it took to sand.
Probably the main reason why I don't do this stuff.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
It's fun for just if you want to just chill though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd use the word chill with sandpaper. Like, I'm not gonna call someone up and go, "Yo, you want to come over to my house and chill? I got some sandpaper here."
I didn't mean with other people, you goober.
Call me a goober? Wow.
Yeah, take that. I called you the same thing I call my cat.
I don't know how to feel about that. Bad enough I get people like jump me on a daily basis in my own stream calling me a nerd.
Like you're just calling Chummy out like that.
I think that's literally all I do if I read any of his comments out.
Because he is, though he won't admit it.
See, I chose not to read that out. I knew you would anyway.
You don't know me. Fight, fight, fight.
Nah.
Fight for my amusement while I whittle down this model kit.
I'm gonna tell him about the haunting last night. Yeah, apparently Winter developed new curse in me during my own stream, apparently.
Impressive. What did she do?
Turned out, it caused super amazing luck during Mario Party to win the jackpot during Game Guy.
Oh, right, you guys were doing Mario Party yesterday.
Yeah.
Deep. Which one?
Oh, I do, on Thursdays, there's, custom maps that I cover from 3.
Can I invite myself?
Sure.
Well, there you go.
Sweet.
They're awesome. People make, like, custom events. I made one for John on here with the help of, the Smash 2. You may know him. Cool guy.
Oh yeah, the custom TRG Mario Party board is ridiculous.
It's available for download.
Do you just net play that, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I just do it over Parsec. I mean, on my couch that is named Parsec, everyone comes down just for like 2 hours to New York and then leaves.
It's very convenient.
It is.
I think that might be enough. Let's look at the other one.
Is the crashing part of the board? No, that was because of the EverDrive. I tested it. Believe me, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, so I borrowed a friend's
3,000
EverDrive to use it on actual hardware, and it ends up that caused more problems than it should have.
Because it did crash in testing, and then I fixed it. I isolated what the problem was, and I think Dalton and anyone else who was there was like, "Oh yeah, that's a problem." So we fixed it. It worked fine. We played, I believe, 2 games. I did one on my own and then one with other people. And we tried every space out, and nothing happened.
Tim was God that game. Tim cost us the channel that game. If we had been playing for actual stakes.
There are some crazy events, though, that I've since discovered. If there's ever a sequel, you might see in the future. In terms of, like, events that you would see.
No, Chugga cost you the channel. He made the bet. True,
He did, that's
Chugga
true.
made the bet, and then Tim made me lose 3 stars. So, out of what was like the most god tier controlled like chance time I've ever had in my life, and will never be able to replicate again.
Speaking of chance time, one of the events I found last night was... Well, actually, I found it last week, technically, was Chance Time EX.
I saw your message pop. I have no idea why it's doing that.
Because I wrote the song title in italics.
Thanks, iTunes.
Of course.
Oh, there's no salt thrown. Like, we didn't actually lose the channel. Hence why there's still videos going up. I wouldn't agree to that bet anyways, considering I know my luck.
Pretty much.
Who bets on Mario Party, like, with actual stakes?
I don't know, I can go for an actual steak right about now. And
I
I,
mean,
had
sure.
one for dinner earlier.
I would have a bet for, like, a literal steak, but that's about as far as I'd go. Random question while working on stuff. Is there an official name for all of the alternative views? I just alt-Johns, I think.
I mean, the Johnverse, isn't that what you described?
The Johnverse was, I believe, what Criticile started calling it? And I think that was the one that stuck. The
Yeah,
harem. No, not the harem.
I think I googled that earlier today, looking for the wiki article or
Oh, I thought you were
something.
Googling harems. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, yes, but also no.
No, did I put that in the wrong spot? No,
I
can't.
don't know I'm brave enough
L
to
shapes.
Google harem without using the safe search. Thank you very much.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'm not proud I did it.
But you did, and that's all that matters. If you had god tier luck instead of your normal luck, would you have bet the channel? Did we ever even discuss what I would have or what we would have won if one of us had won?
I don't think there was anything. I think it was just you kept it. Man, what an awful bet that
I know!
was.
What a shitty bet! This is why Emil's not allowed to bet things. Who makes a bet where they don't gain anything?
I actually loaded up Animal Crossing New Leaf for the first time in forever. And I think the last time I played it would have been when I went to Emil's town for his old video. If anyone remembers that. I found out I had one of his villagers apparently lives in my town. Has been living there for like 2 years, maybe 3 years. That I was like, when did you get here?
Was it the one that he hated and wanted to get rid of?
You know it. I was looking for him. I was like, where are you? I want to see if it's actually him. I figured out it eventually was, but like, I was like, wait, where did you come from? Like, it was Croak, yeah. Did I send it back? No, it's been like 2 years.
L13.
I remember when I gave him the painting in that video, because I was like, oh hey, I got the painting, here you go, you want it? And he's like, cool, I'll come to your town. I was like, that's a bad idea, don't go here. It's very not safe for work town.
Oh yeah, what were you doing in your town at that point?
That was when I made a dictatorship, and
Oh, right, never mind, now I remember.
oh yeah, I think you might remember the standee for my town. I know Reese has seen it. There was a standee of Isabel, which was the first thing that greeted you and kind of just set the whole mood for the town. Now, mind you, I kind of just was smart, and I was like, you know, I'll just go to your town, it'll be fine. You don't need to see my town.
Sadly, I won't be playing the new Animal Crossing when it comes out.
That's sad.
How come?
Doom Eternal.
Oh, no, that's fair. That's fair reason.
That's fair. No, that's completely fair.
Those two communities are so supportive of each other. It's hilarious. I love
As
it.
someone getting both games, hey, I'm here for you. Just imagine you're playing as Isabel the entire time, murdering everyone.
That's the real Animal Crossing.
I wouldn't be shocked if like the studio working on Doom tried to sneak in some random Isabel like reference. Like maybe like a little tiny like dog holding a bell or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I can see it. Maybe on the Switch version.
Yeah.
Switch version is compatible with the Isabel amiibo. There.
That would be incredible. It won't happen, but that would be incredible.
And the Doom amiibo that they will release with it works in Animal Crossing, where you get a Doom villager.
And he doesn't, and like his sound effects are just heavy metal guitar riffs.
Yeah, just the entire time. He is extremely grumpy and violent all the time. But you know, it's who he is. They have villagers like that. Oh, that's right. He would be a bunny lead. You're absolutely right.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point.
For anyone who doesn't know, Doom Guy canonically has a pet bunny actually named Daisy. And it gets horribly murdered. Which is why he goes really, like, apeshit on everyone in Doom. The original Doom.
He would definitely be a cranky villager. I agree.
For sure. Is the character's name really Doom Guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Well, it's the
in
Slayer
like
in the new one.
Quake. There's also wasn't he in Tony Hawk as Doom Guy?
Yes. Pop, what was it you were trying to say?
He's the Doom Slayer in the new ones.
Oh, right, yeah, it's a little different now,
Yeah.
but it used to be Doom Guy. That was actually an old Throne Controllers question before, like, Doom 2016 happened.
I guess if you did that now, you'd probably just give it to both answers.
I mean, it also wouldn't be a brutal question anymore. It was a brutal question back then, before I wrote it, because the new Doom hadn't been announced.
Very sure.
And then it came up, like, right as Doom 2016 was coming out. Yeah, someone asked me earlier, am I going to be getting Animal Crossing? I'll probably get a copy of it, but the main thing is I'm getting a copy for Reese, because Reese is going to want to play it. Animal Crossing's not my thing. I ran a town for a little bit on New Leaf on stream and played it a bit off stream.
I remember that.
I literally played long enough to get the custom pattern shop open, and then just stopped playing after that.
That sounds right. You had to play like daily, I think, to get that for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, being a dictator was fun for a while.
Reese and I can
In my
share an
camp.
island. We have our own separate Switches, so she would likely play it on hers, especially considering mine gets used for streams more often than not. All right.
CX collection is gonna be the jam.
Oh yeah, that's super soon too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes, like I think like this month, next month.
one of the two.
It's, I think, next week. I think it's like the 25th. Yeah, I'm seeing 4 days.
4 days. Ooh.
Yep. The 25th.
So I guess it's a good thing we're finishing up this kit right before it comes out then.
I wonder if they're adding any new content like they did with the X.
No idea.
That was pretty cool. I didn't play that game, but
That mode was really nice. I actually liked that mode a lot.
the idea of that mode was really appealing to me. Like, if I were gonna pick it up, I would pick it up just to play that. Because it's kind of like the Wily Wars in that sense.
That snapped in pretty good, actually. Man, this camera does not want to focus at all. It's color correcting instead.
You can't change it either because it'll change it for both, huh?
I know, it's frustrating.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right.
I think it looks good down there.
Next up, it's the hair. It looks like we gotta do the hair and then we can attach it to the body.
Or he could just be bald, you know, I mean...
Ooh, the hair actually looks a little more complicated than I expected. Hang on.
It's hair. How complicated can hair be?
This complicated?
They look like
Yeah.
bananas.
They do. They really do.
Oh, banana.
All right, we need to get 5 and 11 cut out of here. Yeah, so this is one that I probably really needed the pincers for, because I have to be very careful with these. These are really bendy. I said I wanted 11 as well. Which one's 11? There it is.
Yeah, so if anyone's out there and is an aspiring artist, what you want to do for hair is just draw bananas. Color them whatever you want.
Or French fries. It worked for Ken in Street Fighter.
That's true.
Wait, how are ZX Legacy Collection and New Horizons coming out on the same day? New
They're not.
Horizons, they're not.
A month apart.
Yeah. ZX Collection
No.
comes out Tuesday.
Now, see, the thing people are forgetting that is coming out along with Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal, Cooking Mama.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
No, I
but
kinda
that
want this-
doesn't have a date other than March.
I thought it was the same day.
I thought so too, but then I looked back at the trailer and it literally just says March 2020.
Okay, because I kind of want to see Isabelle throw down with Cooking Mama.
French fries was Alex. Ken had bananas.
Man, I miss Alex.
I mean, he's in Street Fighter 5.
He is, yeah. I just like a lot of his dumb win lines in Third Strike, like Eddie's loser.
Oh, Alex, how you were supposed to be the main character for Street Fighter 3.
Or what was the other thing he would go? He'd go, weak!
You were so edgy. Oh, someone in chat said they were both coming out the same day. Yeah, no, they're not.
No, don't shoot the demon.
When does Mystery Dungeon come out? That's soon too, isn't it?
I thought that was already out.
No, that's the demo that's
No.
out.
Oh, okay.
March 2nd,
Alex
March
isn't-
5th, the 6th. Okay.
The sixth.
So the week after
Alex
PAX.
wasn't even that good though in Third Strike, was he?
Nah.
I like playing as him, but I don't think he's that good.
Well, I don't know. So I only know Third Strike. Like, remember, originally Street Fighter 3 was not supposed to have Ken and Ryu or any of the original characters. It was supposed to be all new characters, and then people were like, "This sucks. Where's the characters we like?"
And you're like, yeah, here they are. Gotta save face. Yeah, it had him from the start, but in like testing, they tried to see if it would work without Ryu and Ken, and it didn't.
How the fuck do you put this together?
I think you did that wrong from the looks of it.
I haven't done anything yet.
you have the wrong hairs?
No, I got the right hairs. This is how they go in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's
It's a little weird.
It's very weird. I'm trying to figure this out right now, how to do it correctly. Okay, there's a lock-in point, so that should make it easier to clip together. Yeah, there we go.
So for the Animal Crossing folks out there, favorite villagers. And everyone's got like one or two favorites. A lot of different answers. I would say for me, it's probably Anka and Scoot.
Why did Wily give Zero that insane hair? Because he was a lonely, lonely man.
Also because he kind of didn't really have a whole lot of hair. He was kind of bald in the center. All the hair grew out on the side.
Does slider count?
Does Scoot
That's
count?
technically, yeah.
KK slider.
Yeah, I would say so.
My favorite then.
The tomato duck ketchup. That's a good answer. Does it have anything to do with that? Come on to you, Tiger. I know what you're referencing. Don't think I don't know. That's a -8 to you.
Ah, okay, that's how this works. All right, so now I need H4 and 6. This is a very intricate way of doing this hair.
I think they said the amiibo cards let you invite them permanently if you want. But I don't think all of the animals are in the game at the start, from the sounds of it, from the direct.
Well, because there's so many animals as it is already in that series.
Yeah, what's weird though is they're doing a day one update just to include a holiday, which I figured they would have programmed those into the game by default, but they're not.
Maybe they forgot?
Because it was like, oh yeah, immediately on day one, we will have an update to put in Easter, which isn't for another month, but hey.
They probably were like, yeah, we got time, and then they realized, oh shit, we don't have time.
I think the only thing I've heard that's confirmed to not come back, for anyone curious, is the weird Hello Kitty exclusive characters.
I mean, that makes sense. They'd have to pay for Sanrio licensing again, and that shit is not cheap.
They also kind of didn't really exist here anyway. Like, you know, they're translated in the game, but you can't really get them normally.
No,
You get to import them and stuff.
unless you're just an obsessed collector. This one piece is annoying.
They're pretty good, but yeah, if you want to get them, it's kind of a nightmare. I just love how wholesome the Animal Crossing community is, though, that like anytime something that is pretty minor gets announced, they just explode over it like, we have stairs in our game!
That new museum looks so good, though.
Oh yeah, the museum is nice. Or, oh, you could jump the river? No way. Slopes!
I like how half the people I know are just going to disappear when that game comes out. Literally for Coliseum 3, someone wrote down, like, we need to do something Animal Crossing related, even though the game's not out, we'll figure something out. And at the meeting today, people were like, yes, we agree! We know nothing about how it's going to work, but yes, we agree.
You can always play that party game.
No,
Oh,
we did
yeah.
that. We did that
Cards.
last year, and that was
Okay.
yeah. That's a tragedy.
Yeah, if you buy the game, I saw it's at some place for like $10. It comes with the amiibos that are really cheap, and you get a really fancy coaster that comes with the amiibo.
Why are there bananas on my desk? Because that's how we build a zero. By
See,
peeling bananas, apparently.
this whole time, John's actually been Massey. We keep admitting to it, and then no one believes us.
Yeah, we're just interchangeable. Like, there's clearly no difference between the two of us. Not at all.
I think I remember when I was helping Masay set things up where she was like, what am I gonna do for my sub badge? I was like, Masay, you know you gotta make a bananas. And she's like, I hate you're right, but I do.
Alright.
You know what else comes out in March?
What?
Ori 2.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, I didn't know that was coming out.
Yeah, it's real soon.
Yeah, I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know it was this time. I thought it was like summer.
5 years to the day that the first
Damn.
one came out.
God, Zero, your hair is just the most annoying thing to put together. Or it's gonna be a pain
There's
if
a
I
lot
can get
of-
the Switch. Oh yeah, like you're gonna have to wait at least probably a year for the Switch port.
Mm-hmm.
But
a
it'll
lot of really
probably
good
be
stuff.
on. Oh, are they doing Steam right away, or are they just? I forget what they're doing with.
I can find that
Ori.
out for you right now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
what are they doing with
Steam open.
Ori 2? Are they doing PC immediately, or is it Xbox One exclusive?
Yeah, it'll be
first?
on PC. Just not. I don't think it'll be on Steam. I think it's just going to be on the
Game Pass?
Microsoft.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it's on Game Pass.
Is it Ori and the Blind Forest 2 or just Ori 2?
It's Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Okay.
Yeah, I played through the first one about a month ago for the first time, and I fell in love with it.
It's very cool. Have you seen the speedruns they do of it at GDQ where they do reverse boss art?
Yeah, I've seen them. After I beat the game, I went and watched. a bunch
Yes,
of
it is on
speedruns.
Steam.
Do you have any interest in doing Halo Master Chief Collection with chat and subs once more of the PC versions roll out? I don't know if I want you guys to find out how bad I've become at multiplayer Halo. I used to be really good at it. And then I stopped playing. So consider that a maybe.
What about when the Forge stuff comes out?
Oh god. Forge is gonna be a thing when PC gets access to that.
It's gonna be awesome.
It seriously looks like I've not put this on correctly, which is bugging me, but it's exactly how the instructions have said. Alright. We need pieces 9 and 10, and then we need the hair joint.
Did you ever get into Call of Duty, John?
No, I've got a couple of them here. I had tried to get in when Modern Warfare 2 started, just didn't grab me.
Same,
Gotcha.
honestly. People told me the series was really good. I don't know. I think I had the most fun playing zombies at friends' houses, but I could just play horde mode in other games, I guess. It definitely did it well and made it really popular, though, so I can see the appeal. Just not a game for me.
Yeah, I buy them every year, like an idiot.
One thing I do like
a good
about-
consumer.
They got me.
One thing I like about the zombies, though, is at least the dumb lore in the series. So, like, one of them, I think you could play as JFK and start shooting a bunch of zombies.
That sounds right.
One of
Black
them,
Ops 1.
you could be Kevin Smith, I think, is also in one of them.
They had a lot of, like, celebrity.
They just kind of realized they could just have fun with the zombie mode, so they were like, let's do whatever we want.
Alright, there's our hair joint. Let's put the last 2 strands on as we trim off the excess.
Danny Trejo, yo!
Yeah, Danny Trejo.
I think George Romero was a boss. Like, he was a
he
zombie
was.
himself.
Makes sense to me.
Bought a Mega Man X model kit. Nice, Espionata.
Nice.
Good luck. Which version of X did you get?
You probably got the same one I showed
Standard?
off earlier, which is the Buster one. Is it the premium charge shot version? That's the one I got that I showed off earlier in stream. Or it might be the X3 armor.
Pretty shiny. That sounds like the one you got.
Yeah, if it's pretty shiny, then that is the Buster shot one. Alright, once we get this last banana peeled here, we're good to go.
I guess you are just peeling them. I never really thought about that.
Cleaning off this excess plastic sucks. Thank goodness for these. I feel like we'd be doing this forever if I didn't have these. I bet you every person who was talking about this last time is probably like in the biggest I told you so mode right now.
They said you could do it without it, but I can see it's much easier. If they make a zombies only game, even as a collection, you'll buy it. So, it may not be exactly what you want, Corey, at PC, but have you heard about Zombie Army Trilogy? Which also, I think just had a sequel, Zombie Army Returns, which is the 4th game in the series. That is part of the Sniper Elite series, but it's their spin-off, Just the Zombies mode series, which has its own really dumb campaign, and also has a canonical Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 crossover that happened.
3 bagel visits. Oh boy, I'm super lucky today.
Ooh.
Hi, bud. What's up? Meow. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Oh, all the cords are out of place because I have a different setup than usual. Yeah, isn't that bugging you? Yeah, lie down, bud. Yeah, good boy. Good boy, buddy. He's lying down underneath my desk. Yeah, take a nap. Alright, let's apply the last bit of hair.
Apply bananas.
That's definitely not the right spot. This hair model does not feel structurally sound.
Like, if your hair was bananas, it wouldn't be very structurally anything.
That's a fair point, I guess. I never thought of it that way, Joker.
How's that for a Buru curse? You wake up one day and all your hair is just bananas.
Gross. Is that a banana? Alright, there we go. All his hair is on. Whether or not it doesn't just pop off later is a different story, but...
Are they ripe? You know, I was wondering about that myself. I'm like, man...
It's
imagine
really hard,
them, like...
It's really hard to show on cam, but, like, you can see, like, lines where the pieces go together. Like, completely at a distance, it looks real nice, but you can also see, like, why I've been, like, pressing down on it to lock things into place real hard.
You just gotta buy one of those, what is it, the hydraulic press? Have those pop them into place.
Yay, seam lines. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's put... let's put the hair joint in. And then I need L1, which is the back of the helmet.
Y'all see bananas. I see McDonald's French fries.
I can see them now that you mentioned it.
You're making me want
They
McDonald's
got the
French fries
curve.
right now. Not gonna lie, I'm jonesing for McDonald's French fries now that you've said that.
Sorry, but not sorry.
I know you're not.
I'm not a big fan of McNaldo's, but they have some pretty good fries. They probably have the best fries.
Yeah, I still have weapons to do, but once this piece is in place, we can put the head on, and then Zero himself is complete.
You know, McNaldo's. I like the it.
I like it.
Thanks for that raving customer review.
So, Bubby, eat free.
What was one of them? Wasn't it like Beak, have it in a way?
Burger Kurg.
That's what it was.
Have it in a way.
Oh my god.
I think my favorite's Apple Bapples.
Oh yeah, no, that one's just
That's
fun
supposed to be
say.
Applebee's?
Yeah. Apple Bapple.
There we go.
Wheaties, old-fashioned Hergus.
Can we just leave it like that? I'm kind of okay with that.
Just this floating head on hair.
I'm being held up.
Hi,
by bananas.
everybody. I'm Zero. I'm gonna save the day today. Oops, my body's over here. Where are you going? Don't trip on that knife. That's Zero in a nutshell. Touche. All right,
Yeah, you know, that's not the first time he's been like broken
Headless.
apart.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a complete Zero.
Nice.
There it is. Not too shabby.
For your first model, pretty good.
All right. So with that, the remaining steps are all related to the weapons. Yeah, that was step 25 to put them all together, and it goes all the way up to step 30. 26 is just the Z-Saber.
Oh.
Oh, and there's also extra pieces if you want to change the holsters here, because the holsters here on the side are supposed to signify like that's where the Z-Saber is, that's where the blaster is. So you can swap those out with parts that show them empty, so he can hold the weapons in his hands. You can also do the Z-Knuckle as well.
That's pretty cool, but I would say do whatever you really think you want to look at again.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. The Z-Saber is the weapon I'm gonna use.
For sure.
That's the one I would pick.
I might do what I have with the action figure Zero. The action figure Zero, I had him holding the blaster and the Z-Saber. Yeah. Oh, technically triple wielding because he also has the shield out.
So he does. Where are his bananas on that one?
Oh, they fell off. They're right next to him.
Aw.
Yeah, the hair for some reason did not want to stay in place on the figure. So here's the question to you guys. Oh, speaking of hair not wanting to stay in, I guess that's just a thing that happens with these things.
I was about to say, boy, imagine being that Zero after hearing that. He's like, the hair's staying in, right?
Nope. Bald Zero. So here's the question, guys. Do I do the weapons on stream as well, or do we call it here?
It's up to you.
Because
You know
technically
the
the model
answer.
kit itself is done. Do we technically have a Zero?
Do you want to do it? It seems like I'm only seeing your call or weapons, so your call just means, I guess, weapons.
How tired am I? I mean, if Bagel cooperates and stays down here napping, then I'm good to at least do the Z-Saber.
I can't imagine the Z-Saber taking that long.
Yeah, I think we'll do the Z-Saber, and then we'll leave it at that. That's what we'll do.
The Z-Saber should be pretty easy to do.
Does this count for game clearing? No, it does not.
It counts for model clearing, which is a new series. Man, doing the VOD work, I got so angry reading some of the titles we used to call some of the older streams, like, casual beat a game stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I called them round ones.